As a woman sort of in radio and television, right? What's been your experience sort of navigating that space, especially since it's very male dominated? And, you know, I'm a lawyer, that's my corporate career. And I see, again, I'm still a male, right? At the end of the day, even though I'm a person of color, but I see sometimes that women or some of my colleagues, my female colleagues, they may be going through struggling, not given the same opportunities. Is it sort of like the same in your industry? Like, have you seen some struggles maybe because, not because you're more a woman, but do you feel like there's been any obstacles because of that?
I feel like I don't know anything other than me being a woman, but there are certain things that I see, like maybe there's a group of people that a brand's sending out to, I don't know, for an event or whatever it is, there's going to be like one woman there or maybe two or something, but the rest are guys. So it's just in terms of the equality and things like that, why can't there be two female presenters together rather than it always has to be a certain kind of way? There's never really two females. It's usually either a man and a woman or two men. Right. It's just things like that. Things like, maybe certain people trying to like overstep, maybe trying to flirt with me or something. I've had that at certain interviews.
Wait, you're in an interview?
Yeah, I have had
like the person that you're interviewing, or you're on a show?
The person I'm interviewing is like, I've had that a couple times where they kind of tried to flirt with me, but also I'm just like, whatever. I also don't care, and I'll just make the most of that situation. I've never really felt like super uncomfortable in that, like in terms of being in an interview and someone trying to flirt with me, but maybe outside of an interview and, maybe someone that actually you really would like to connect with hollers at you on social media, but they're hollering at you because you look good, but I don't even like you, but I want to connect with you because I respect you.
Right.
It's like things like that you got to deal with as a woman.
I guess it's weird because you want to connect with them on a professional basis.
Yeah.
And misinterpreting it as a
I don't want you to think I like you, because it's not that. So it just gets a bit awkward, and I'm an overthinker. So there's so many times where I'm like, let's do lunch. Let's do breakfast.
Let's do coffee between 11:50 and 12.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Coffee is great. Yeah. Coffee is great.
Yeah, that's my one.
Also, the psychology of it. I actually read this. I'm really into like human behavior.
Love that.
There's a misconception when you're an attractive person and you're being nice to another person, the other person takes that as flirting. Right?
I hate that.
And for me, now that I'm much more mature, I never interpret who I think is attractive just because they're being nice to me, that they're flirting with me. That's OD. That's crazy nowadays. And I just think that because we live in a world where people treat each other shittily, like in a bad way, people are like, oh, anyone who's nice to me and they look good, they must be flirting with me.
But you know what I think too? It's probably also the industry. Because I feel like in my industry, even though like that could happen, I would just never cross that line at work. So, and I think maybe the entertainment industry is a bit different.
Yeah, lines are blurred.
Yeah, lines are blurred.
They party, bro.
Exactly, we're getting drunk together. Damn, I'm seeing you often. And you might look good, you might even look good too, but also I'm just not really interested in that, Yeah.
So as far as, I guess, representation in the industry, is there anything that you feel like you play a part in, or that are you currently doing to make sure that there's more women in the industry and all that?
Yeah, I think things like the Lionesses live show, every day for a month, I think that was a huge thing. Women's football, it was like really looked down on for a really, really long time. We won that championship. Like, that was a big deal for us. And, women, some of the footballers were actually working like normal jobs whilst they were training and being like professional football players. Imagine a basketball player. Someone plays for the Lakers and they're also working a corporate job because they have to pay their bills because they're not getting paid enough. And they're professional. Crazy. Yeah. So I feel like, it just opened up that world. A lot of people were able to like witness something great happen in real time, and a lot of these girls now are superstars based on that, and the sport just continues to grow. So I think things like that. I started my own show as well, which is, I was talking to you guys earlier about this podcast and how difficult it is. And it's my budget version of Saturday Night Live, okay? My budget version.
So you're
Joelah
doing
Noble show.
Yes, the Joelah Noble show. So we've got a little sketch at the beginning, and it's a conversation, and then I have performances at the end. And that, I think, is where I'd like to highlight different talent, whether it's in the conversation or someone up and coming at the end. And that's for men and women, but like, you know, specifically, I always want to shine a light on the gal them.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I guess, what advice would you give to aspiring female broadcasters or presenters, especially women of color who are looking to break into the industry? Like,
I just say make your own opportunities, honestly. No one is going to give you that opportunity, especially if you don't have the experience to back it up. Find something that you're genuinely passionate about, something that you could talk about all the time. Mine was my sneaker reviews. You know, before that, it was my obsession with doing something extraordinary. So I spoke to people that I felt was able to do that and tried to learn from them. And you could use your phone. You know, you could do it in whatever creative way you want to do it. Like, things are a lot more accessible now than even when I started. So yeah, I just say, like, go for it. Use what you have. What does Mariah Carey say? I'm gonna do the best I can with what I got.
that's true.
Hey, that's what she says.
That is fact.
True philosopher, MC. So I would say do that.
It's amazing.